everyone, this is Sztygrys, and I will review the game from the league, IGLO, from the Group I. The black player was Muff0 and the white player was kojihu. The game was exciting, like the most exciting part was the fight on the upper side, and we will talk about it a lot, but other interesting stuff also happened in this game. For example, we had this micro Chinese opening. I think this is what it is called. It is an interesting one. We just leave this stone without the support close. This stone is further away, so it does not help that much. But we need to remember that with the stone, with the kakari to the hoshi, there is always possibility to go into the corner, so we are not that afraid that this stone will die. Of course, white can start fight like this. It is possible, but also black should manage here. For now, we just play away. It is a good idea. It's all good. And now black plays to the corner, and I don't like this move at all. First, because in this type of fuseki, when we have the micro Chinese, it is very common to just go up, because now the space here is more or less ideal. It will be hard for white to invade, and we can develop this on a bigger scale. And another reason is that white played further away than usual. Usually this move is here, and if this move is further away, it is less common to go to d3. Like even with the most common josekis, like we can see that the stone at c7 is in a better position. For example, here it is a bit too close, and there, no, not there. There, here it's in a good distance. So generally, white prefer to have the stone higher. Also, there are some other possibilities for black, and the most obvious one is to just go into the corner. Even with the stone at c7, at c6 closer, it is possible to play like this, but here it is even better. Like in this, for example, possibility, we will just connect. So white will probably play like this, and then we can very easily live in center. And this stone is a bit hurt, but it is in a good position because it makes white shape a bit bad. So it's alright. It's alright for black. We get center. We can live in center easily. Usually we cannot live in center that easily. Like for example, if this stone is here, then it is much different. Like we can still live, but the sequence is like this. We live in center, but white will get a nice influence. Like this is much better than this for white, I would say. So it is more common to go into the corner in this shape, but also we can just jump. The best move I would find here would be to just attack the stones on the upper side. I thought that this is why black just played this kick. This kick is good if we want to attack. If we don't want to attack, we don't really exchange this. So this is what I would expect. Something like this. And then there will be a fight. In the game, black goes into the corner. White draws another joseki, but also this stone is better here than here. So it's alright for white. And white got to play on the upper side. Here black wanted to jump out, but he was probably afraid that white will cut him. But I don't think it is really possible to cut. Like I know it is not really possible to capture this, or here it is even possible to capture. But with the other cut, with this cut. Like, I know it is not really possible to capture the stone, but black should have good enough position after this. Maybe even like this. This should be fine. So if we want to jump, we can jump immediately, but we can also jump like this or like this. There is no problem with that. We don't need this exchange. This exchange will make white stronger. White played that scare. It is a good place when our opponent play this stone or this stone. We have less space, so it is not really common to go like this or like this, because there will be immediate attack, and this is more common, to make a light shape, to make some sabaki. I think black played very aggressively here, and I don't really like the way black played. I would probably go like this, because still, even though white can make some kind of shape, the white group is not settled yet, and the stone here is in a good place. This is what I would choose. Here it was very aggressive, but we cannot rescue all the stones. Like white will just capture, like he did in the game. And it looks good for black, because black got a lot of territory, but also white got a safe group. It should be fine for white. Now black invaded the upper side, and this is a common shape to try to invade, one of the common shapes. White decided to fight. The other possibility would be to just try to stay connected. In this instance we will get some influence, but black will steal a lot of territory, a lot of possible territory from us. So I guess white did not like that. But I really think it could be alright, because if we play like this, then the group here will be in a lot of trouble. We don't need to add a move, we just try to attack this group. And we have a lot of strength, so black would be in a big trouble. I think it was possible to play like this. In the game, white wanted to fight. Black played this jump, and white played the kosumi. Kosumi is not the shape. Usually we play like this, and black is trying to get some eye shape in the on the upper side. It will not be easy, because there is a stone nearby, but generally this is more or less the shape. But if white plays here, immediately we should just run away. If we can divide white groups, then we should do it without question, without even thinking a lot, because this is very important when we have running fights. If we separate our opponent, and our opponent is not yet settled, then we have more chances. In the game, black made this exchange first. That was not necessary, not really necessary. And then we go out. Yes, and now white has problems. White have this problem, rather big problem. And if black wants, well, black can turn on these stones. Maybe play some crosscut. I also would like to stress that this is not a great shape, because in the future black has this tesuji, and white will be separated, unfortunately. Like, for now it does not work, because probably white can capture something, or maybe it works. Yeah, it works, but not in a very obvious way, so we need to be careful. But this is the tesuji, and this aji will stay, so we don't want this aji. Probably we would have to just connect like this, even though it looks slow. Unfortunately, black did not see the tesuji, and he played this exchange. this fixed the problem for white. I don't really like playing in the corner here, even though we made the alive shape, like the group in the middle is in a big trouble. And we cannot really attack this group because it is almost alive, and we can also attack the group in the middle. So I don't really like the going into the corner. I think first we should make sure that our group is alright. Somehow like this, and then we can go into the corner. Of course black can come back and there will be no going into the corner, but now white gets the center. For example, we can try to separate the two groups. So I don't like this idea. Black has to attack the group, but black did not play it perfectly, I would say. Generally, this is not the best shape for for black, because we have the stick between black groups. This shape is not really a good shape. I call it knife in a butter, because black is the butter and white is a knife, and we don't want our butter to be split by the knife that closely. So maybe we can look for some alternatives. For example, we can just jump, because we need to make this group stronger, and we need to separate this group from this one. White will go like this. I guess black did not like white playing here, but I think it will be fine. White needs to get stronger, and black will just connect to his friend here, and white still is not yet alive. This should be fine. This should be fine for black. In the game it was a bit similar. Black had to disconnect white's groups, and he left this group alone, and white got the K11 move. This is very important. In the end, white connected his groups, and this is not a good information for black, because black really wanted to split white, so he will not be surrendered. This group is now surrounded, and it is not really what we wanted. Like, instead of playing something like this, it would be probably better to play something like this, to make sure that white is disconnected and that black group is not surrounded. This would be the idea. Here there was some, I am not sure what happened. We can capture this, which is very big. I guess white was afraid that black will just cut the free stones and kill them. I'm not sure if it is good exchange for black or for white. Let's compare it together the game. Here black will get to capture. White maybe have some hopes that he will kill the black group. If we cannot kill, then maybe we could have just taken the free stones. Let's see what happens. Ah, I see. Like, there was always connection here, so black group is not so weak. And I think it was too much for white to just try to kill it. Maybe we just wanted to rescue the free stones, but these are not that big. These are big, I would say. In the game, black is just alive, with no problems. But suddenly the group on the upper side is disconnected. And there is nothing we can do, it died. Let's just come back a bit. It was very important for black to play this move and connect. There are some possible disconnection here, but more or less we are connected. It should be fine. Or at least if we don't do this, we just need to add a move here. So we are not disconnected this way. And after this, then we can leave. Yeah. But in the game, black was a bit careless and he died. Okay, let's do a quick summation of the review. Here, very important to attack the group. This is why we kick. We kick to make white more heavy, and then we attack. If we want to play in the lower left corner, we don't want to go into the corner like this. We want it to go like this into the corner, or we want to jump. The jump here is a very common shape. Here white shows how to attack. We kick and then we attack. This is what black was supposed to do on the upper side. Here the shape is to play from the scale from above. We cannot let black out here and separate us. In the game, white played the Kosumi, and then black just needs to disconnect us. Even if white play like this, and even we have to make like some very bad shape like this, it is still better because we disconnect white groups. This is the Tesuji. Here it is the best to disconnect the opponent and not get surrounded. And the move to do this is just jump. If we jump, we disconnect and we put pressure on white. This also seems like important place, but I think black can just give white some additional moves. Because the problem is after this exchange, we still want to jump, and then this move also is a bit forcing. And we need to answer from this way because, again, we need to separate and not get surrounded, and then white will get the move like this. So in the game, white got connected, and black died on the upper side. Unfortunately, I was hoping this game will last longer, but this is what happens in Go sometimes. Thank you for listening to the review, and see you next time.